Welcome to Through the Looking Glass, where we take a look at current Catholic world news and events that affect the Catholic world. Pope Francis's recently released post-synodal apostolic exhortation has been referred to at first glance as a mostly pleasant surprise. He quotes frequently from his own texts, as well as from St. John Paul II and Pope Benedict XVI, drawing comment from Cardinal Gerhard Müller, a powerful voice in the Church, where he has called the exhortation an effort at reconciliation. Upon closer inspection, there is no mention of married priests, viri probati, to solve the shortage of priests in the Amazon, but neither is there mention about priestly celibacy. Regarding women deacons, the pontiff has stated that a move in that direction would be clericalization of the true contributions women have made and continue to make. Media outlets have reported that an expected theme is Pope Francis's trademark ambiguity, with the pontiff being quoted as saying that he won't quote from the report because he wants us to read it. We learn from a Catholic media source that the majority of the United States Senate voted again last week to ban late-term abortions and mandate medical care for infants delivered alive after failed abortions. The Senate filibuster rules once again prevented either measure from passing the chamber. The Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act, sponsored by Senator Lindsey Graham, would prohibit most abortions starting at 20 weeks, or 5 months, into pregnancy. This is the point at which science indicates preborn babies are capable of feeling pain. The Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act would require abortionists to transfer infants who survive abortions to hospitals where they would be given the same degree of care as any wanted newborn. Senator Tom Cotton challenged anyone who denies the science of fetal pain to visit a neonatal intensive care unit and listen to nurses explain how they can hold that small infant sometimes even in the palm of their hands. And they can see it grimace at a poke or a prod, maybe even slap away a tube or a needle as they approach. The Senate voted 53-44 for the 20-week abortion ban and 56-41 for the anti-infanticide measure. Both needed 60 votes in order to pass. Closer to home, it has been reported that a group of more than 100 militant terrorists have attacked a town in northeast Nigeria, burning churches and buildings and forcing the residents to flee the area. The terrorists are believed to be members of the Islamist Boko Haram group. They arrived with approximately 60 motorbikes and 20 mounted gun trucks, armed with automatic assault rifles and grenade launchers. Reports are conflicting, with some claiming that there were many killed and others reporting on unconfirmed abductions. This attack took place on Friday evening last week in Garkida, in the Gombe area of the northeastern state of Adamawa. It coincided with women arriving for an annual Catholic Women's Conference. This is in an area that has been on the receiving end of attacks in the past by Boko Haram, and the region has been under a military state of emergency since May 2013. At least 5 churches were destroyed. The Catholic bishops in Nigeria have stated that the government is complicit in the murder of Christians in the country, and that they do not do enough to help communities under attack. The president of the Nigerian Catholic Bishops' Conference recently called on Western nations to make known the atrocities inflicted upon Christians and other groups in Nigeria by Islamic terrorists. The Vatican has opened the secret archives of Pope Pius XII. The pontiff was on the seat of Peter during the Second World War and has come under intense scrutiny by some regarding his actions or perceived lack thereof for the duration of the war. The archives were opened on March the 2nd. Some Jewish groups and historians are claiming that Pope Pius XII, the Pope from 1939 to 1958, stayed silent during the Holocaust, not doing enough to save lives. His defenders at the Vatican and beyond deem this not to be true, further supported by evidence showing that the chief rabbi of Rome, Rabbi Israel Zolli, at the time of the Second World War, converted to Catholicism as a result of Pope Pius XII and was baptized along with his wife in 1945, followed by his daughter Miriam the following year. Miriam has been quoted as saying, "In 1945, Israel Zolli, leader of one of the most ancient Jewish communities of the diaspora, Israel did not exist yet, asked to be baptized and took the name of Eugenio, a sign of his admiration for Pope Pius XII, who was baptized Eugenio. He had helped the Jews of the capital during the tragic days of October 1943. Zolli was quite clear. In his book, Anti-Semitismo, he wrote, "World Jewry owes a great debt of gratitude to the holiness of Pius XII for his repeated and pressing appeals for justice on behalf of the Jews, and when these did not prevail, for his strong protests against evil laws and procedures." Miriam continues that he, Pope Pius XII, did what he could. His silence must be read in that context as an act of prudence, not of cowardice. For more detailed information on these news topics, please visit the links below. From me, Ange, and the Quid Verum team, that is all for now. Please pray for our church, and may your Lenten season be one of prayer, reflection, and growth.